Hey, hi everyone, and welcome to another weekly connection. They just keep coming. Anyway, we're here today with Lady Portia. If you're not familiar with her, she's the head of the Karmic Board for Earth, and Jaculin. They are both Ascended Masters. And they want to talk about, we talked last time about the Matrix and how it's changing, and it's a little bit more of that, but it's about how, I got to look at my notes a second, hang on. We really need to work on the separation of duality and removing those 3D dualistic tendencies. So the word was our ability to circumvent our negative energies and everything that is around us. So Lady Portia particularly wanted to talk about this because in order to remove these 3D energies, we have to dissolve 3D karma. Now, if you are a light seed and you have come into this body in 3D matrix, you have, and you're shifting your templates in the root and in the throat, as we've talked about before, and you are, and humanity is shifting, then it's important for you to know that the karma connected to that 3D matrix is also dissolving. So you are able to move out of a bunch of crud that would take you lifetime after lifetime after lifetime, just like that. And all you need to do that is to take yourself out of the duality. How do you take yourself out of duality? By coming from love. Love doesn't have duality. Love is love, right? Love doesn't have a positive and a negative or a right and a wrong. Love is love. So we want to circumvent all of the 3D baloney that's going on out in the public world that you see, in that delusion that they want you to see. Pat always calls it the smoke and mirrors, like what's really going on behind the screen, right? Because there is a huge push to keep you angry or fearful. Enormous. And there are so many areas out there. I could pick one, but I won't. But there, I sat here just a second and I was like, well, there's 3 areas right off the top of my head that are totally creating duality within the humans, nationwide, worldwide. So if you find yourself going, they shouldn't, ... then you're in duality. So get rid of it. Just get yourself out of that. Because this energy in the root chakra that we talked about last time, and we're going to be talking about it more because we're really slamming it with light, right? The mother is slamming us really hard with all of this electromagnetic radiation that's going on, with solar flares and CMEs and earth anomalies and the grid moving under the earth. It's changing. She is going into her metamorphosis. She is shifting. You can already see there's a shift and a pulse in that energy. So we need to shift along with her. And that's what's essential right now. We need to shift the energy that we're currently feeling, that is 3D, to 5D. If you have an issue that you need to work on, Lady Portia is saying, by all means, work on it. But remember that if it was about justice, there would not be injustice, because that's duality. What is it? It's about dissolving your ego that is involved in any conflict. It is about dissolving your ego and not needing to be right. Dissolving the ego to be love and compassion. How do you do that, right? I was talking to someone last week, and they were like, well, they were angry at someone. And they're like, I'm like, well, you have to have, compassion and kindness. And they're like, well, I'm just not there yet. And they're not there yet. But the way we get there is to keep pushing the light inside ourselves. The more light you push into yourself, the more your ego will be able to let go of the things that are karmically binding you. So let's dissolve our karma. All that 3D baloney. We don't need to act it out. We can transcend to 5D and not need to do it now. Because that 3D matrix has already been dismantled. It's kind of like when a building goes down, they explode a building and the building's down, but there's all this debris and stuff flying through the air. Well, all that debris and stuff is flying through the air. So we need to work on clearing our debris and clearing that out, because we have an enormous ability by being born at this time in these bodies to jump way ahead karmically, to dump stuff that we don't need to act out. Because when you take anything karmic to that point of understanding, and what is a point of understanding? Where you're no longer in duality. When you're understanding, you're not attached to that outcome. You're not attached to being right. You're coming from compassion, kindness, and love. So we have this unbelievable opportunity to get rid of so much stuff that might take us lifetimes. But we can do it just like that here. We have really this year that they want us to work on this. And we're going to be plugging it and pushing it. And the mother is going to be pounding us with light. So get used to it. And enjoy it, actually. Because it's not like you're being tortured. You're not. Unless you really don't want to change. And I don't think that's true. Anyone listening to this video wants to change, wants to come from love, wants to get rid of duality, wants to clear out karma. So let's do it. I didn't do this with you, but we'll do it before the meditation. That's my habit. I need a sign. We'll bring this in. And again, I use this to deglom my aura all the time. Because I talk to a lot of people that are trying to let go of 3D, but just haven't gotten there yet. And they will. They will. No doubt. And then the cosmic thrust oil to bring our energies together. Bring it up through your aura. Cup your hands together. Take a deep breath in. And that 15-second meditation aligns us heaven and earth, right? And then a little more at that solar plexus, and we connect through time and space. That was funny. Lady Portia goes, it was kind of her thing because she was so anxious to get this energy out there and talk. So we're fine. We got it done. So let's do this now. What we're going to focus on today with this meditation is on dissolving that 3D karma. All right? Are you ready? Let's do it. So we visualize that golden, yummy light coming from Source, coming all the way down through your body and out your feet into the earth. And the mother says, yippee! Oh, she loves it when we all connect in like this. And bring your energy all the way down onto the grid. Put your feet flat on that grid. You can feel every time we do this, it gets larger and larger and larger. Now bring that energy up the back with the essence of the mother in it, nurturing you, allowing you to feel that love and compassion that we're all striving to have. The mother doesn't judge her child when her child is misbehaving. The mother just teaches the child a better way to behave. That's all. So we bring it around and around and around. And we get that orbit nice and strong, 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 so that we can feel ourselves as the light seeds we are, connected to heaven and earth. And we bring it up the back, right? And waterfall it out. And we fill that first aura, the well of the mother and the root aura, we fill that. Fill it, fill it, fill it, fill it, fill it, and create a greater connection to earth and to the mother so that we can release ourselves from the duality that we are residing in still, but do not have to be a part of. And we feel that energy come out into the aura, and we go back again to that template right there in the root. And now we're looking at that template that was 3D, and it held all of those 3D karmic behaviors. 3D is character development. Character means that I don't realize that if I hurt you, I'm hurting myself. That if I hurt the earth, I'm hurting myself. So in character, we are compassionate to one another because we are now empathic. In 5D, everyone is empathic. And they're empathic to the point where there is a harmony in that energy. That hum changes to a harmonic. That we are not separated. So 3D karma is all about separation and character, isn't it? So we want to dissolve that now. So we're going to bam that with the light and just really fill that aura with that golden light. And let it just cook out any 3D character aspects of yourself that are creating duality in you. And then we bring that golden light up into the solar sacral chakra. And we're going to bam that aura. And just put as much of that gold light as we can. And just fill it with that gold light. So that now, all of those tribal things you've been told, you know, school, church, parents, all those doctrines of right and wrong get dissolved in 3D because you don't need dictates. You know right action. Because you feel that. You feel compassion and love, and that is the only way you will act. So you don't need these dogmas. So let's dissolve it. Ready? In and out. Breathe in. Blow it out. Bring it in. Bring it out. Bring it in. Whoo, bring it out. Bring it in. Bring it out. Good. Keep going. Keep moving that forward and backward, forward and backward. All of those 3D dictates that you were taught in all of your lifetimes on 3D. Let's ditch them. We don't need this anymore. Quit carrying that old baggage. That's like, you know, I still have a suitcase full of clothes when I was 3 years old, and I don't think I'm ever going to need them again, but, you know, you never know, so I'm keeping them. Why would you keep it? Don't keep it. Pass it on. Keep moving that energy. Let it dissolve into that light. Let it dissolve. And then bring it up into your solar plexus and move it back and forth again. Whoo! Into your solar plexus. Good. Keep doing that. Keep doing that in and out of the solar plexus so that now my power is love. When you look at my light, you see that love. And all of that karmic stuff, we blow it out. Right? We dissolve it with the light. If you find yourself in 3D behavior, then you need to use more light and clear more. That's all you need to do. And we bring it up into our heart that we share that love. Because as light seeds, we are here to share that light. We are here to learn and to teach others how to be light. So we bring it in and out of our heart. In and out. Whew. In and out. This is great. Good. By the way, the more you do this, the higher you get. Good. And then up into the throat, where all that we express ourselves as, all that we think, those negative thoughts don't come into our minds, right? We don't talk negative. If you have a conflict, and you may have a conflict, it is done lightly. It is done with compassion and love, and not cha-cha, and not wah-wah-wah. So we bring that light in and out of the throat so that we can express ourselves with love and compassion and understanding. And up into the third eye, so that we have all of our doubts. That's where they get removed, right here. Whew. All of our doubts in and out of this third eye, so that we can now wear our crown brilliantly as the light seed that you are, and radiate that out your aura through your telepathic notch, which activates as you become more empathic and compassionate. And radiate that out for all to share. They never come into your energy. They never affect your nervous system or your stuff. That's their stuff. And we just share the light. In return, we get to understand them. And it helps us grow more and more compassionate and less judgmental. So wear that light, 18 inches at least, thick, strong, yummy light, so that you grow and everyone else on the planet grows with us. That's why we're light seeds. Not all star children are being light seeds right now. They're caught in judgment. Let's go ahead and get everybody back out of duality. Let's move upward into 5D gracefully. We can do this. We are doing it. Let's have fun with it. And know that this is the greatest opportunity that your spirit has had to dissolve and to move forward in your evolution. All right, let's get that. Wear that energy all the time, as strong as you can, really. And I love you, and I'll see you next week.